And we are live. Hello, Amy.
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you for joining me. We have known each other for over a year now through the East Cobb Women in Business. Sabra Dupree introduced us. And you wear so many hats. You are ultimate multitasker. And I love that about you because you're just pursuing your goals by hook or by crook.
Both.
So I talked to you for Mother's Day gift ideas about your CBD business. But your other hat is a professional recruiter in the legal industry working with attorneys. And for that, you have used LinkedIn extensively for years.
Yep. Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that. How long have you been using LinkedIn? And
Yes. It's funny. I thank you so much for having me. And LinkedIn has been my secret weapon for being able to be a stay-at-home working mom with my son for the past 9 years. I left my corporate gig literally when he turned 1. It was intentional. It was planned. When I went back, I didn't know what it looked like, but I just knew I had to do something different because I had to be at home with my baby. But quite honestly, I was the breadwinner at the time, and so it wasn't an option for me not to work. And so I started recruiting with Robert Half International in 2003. LinkedIn was not around yet. And so we did the traditional recruiting, right? But then I don't even know when LinkedIn actually came into fruition, but I was looking the other day, and I have been had a member of LinkedIn since 2007.
wow.
So 2007, which I'm assuming is about the time that it started, because I was already working as a recruiter. So, and then about that time, for me personally, I used to focus on the contract side of legal recruiting, contract and interim placement of paralegals and attorneys. But in 2007, 8, right before the economy went, I transitioned to the direct hire search. And so LinkedIn was such a invaluable tool because I needed to find people that were passive, that weren't looking for a job. Like, as a recruiter, the way that you are successful as a recruiter is to find people that your clients cannot find, right?
Right.
And so the way to do that now is online. It's social media, and LinkedIn has been my number one recruiting source outside of referrals. But even referrals, a lot of times will come from LinkedIn. So just to kind of give you an idea, not to freak anyone out, but I have almost 16,000 connections on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Yeah, right? So it's so funny though, like I just recently, literally this year, a few months ago, at the beginning of March, before even this started, had started utilizing it in my home-based network marketing business. And because of that though, guys, in April, so if you have any type of business at all, like I was able to expand to Africa, South Africa, Taiwan, Portugal, all of these places. I now have people on my team from LinkedIn.
Wow.
So as a traditional business owner, you need to be on LinkedIn. As a network marketing professional, you have to be on LinkedIn. As a person that wants to just get back out into the working world, maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom for years and you're ready to get back out there, or your situation's changed, the first place you need to go to is LinkedIn. I just cannot tell you, employers look there. I mean, everyone, from a business professional standpoint, if you have any type of business, if you have any type of professional profile, you have to be on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Period.
Well, and as a social media consultant, I know, and I talk with small business owners all the time that are not comfortable with social media. They're not using Facebook often. They're not sure how to use Instagram. A lot of them want to keep their personal life personal and their business business. So LinkedIn is always the safe place to connect with people for social media. If they don't like using social media or they have privacy concerns on some of those other more social platforms, LinkedIn is business professional, and that's a safe place for everyone to connect as a very first step.
Absolutely, 100% agree. It is a professional networking platform, right? Like, even though it's labeled as social media, what Melinda was just saying is dead on. People come here to network.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are in business at all, like, you need to be networking, and yeah, this is a safe place for it. But there are tips and tricks that you can do to get, because there's a lot of people on this platform, right? Just like anything. And so it's you always want to have the forefront of you want to make your profile stand out as much as it can, and to tailor it to how you want people to find you. So if you have, a marketing business, like you have a social marketing, media marketing business, your profile, is going to look different, and it's going to be chock full of things that people like me as a small business owner may be searching for on LinkedIn, right? Maybe I'm wanting to connect with some more people in my industry. Maybe I decide, okay, I need some help with this social media game. It's not as easy as I thought. What type of companies, do that? Like, you can search people and then Melinda would come up, right? But as a business person, you want to make your profile be able to come up. And if you don't have the right buzzwords and the right information in there, you're not going to, and then it's not useful. I mean, I have people every day almost in my messenger that are literally either messaging me about how they can help me in the cannabis industry with funding, and I'm like, well, luckily I don't need that in my world, but they're getting it from my keywords, or they're sending me their resume because they're an attorney or a paralegal, and they're like, hey, I'm looking for a new position. HR, I have a lot of HR and recruiting. I've done a lot of places in that world too, so people are reaching out that way, wanting to connect. So you want to get to a place where people are finding you, right? But they think of it as a search engine / networking tool for your business and professional life.
Right.
So, do you want me to start digging in for our true tips, or?
Yes. So you are going to share your tips and you're going to share your screen. So let me switch over to that. And if you're watching, even if it's the recording afterwards, if you have a question, put it in the comments, because Amy or I will help you answer any questions that you have.
Yes, absolutely. Share this with any of your small business owners, any of your network marketing people, your professionals, that maybe you know someone that's just lost their job recently. I mean, right? Like, everyone right now, unfortunately, knows someone that maybe been furloughed. Like, now is the time to get your profile up and shining. And so share this with anyone that you think can benefit from that.
Absolutely. Great point about sharing. All right. So
am I already shared, or do I need to?
Let's see.
I'm not going to touch anything until you tell me. So while she's doing that.
That's what we need. Okay. So now your screen should be showing. Your profile on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Fabulous. So, actually, I'm going to go back out and log into LinkedIn as a first-time user. So what I have come up with are 10 tips to really help you optimize your LinkedIn profile, right? So for those that don't know, I have a little bit of a squirrel brain, so I've got notes here to keep me focused. So you see me looking, that's what I'm doing. But this is taking you, so I literally, as you saw, I just signed into LinkedIn, right?
Yes.
And then if you already have a profile in here, it's going to take you to, or maybe it takes you to the feed automatically. I think it does. Okay, so LinkedIn takes you to the feed. Obviously, you don't have a profile yet. You just want to you can get a free account. I do have a paid version. I do pay for the premium version, honestly. But again, this is how it's my main tool for my recruiting business. So, but as someone who's a professional who is looking to find a new job or career, or even just as a small business owner or business owner, yeah, I don't know that you necessarily recommend a paid version. I think the free version is absolutely fine. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to me. Okay, so we're going to go to my personal profile. So I just literally clicked on my face, and I'm going to click on my profile here so you guys see it. But the first thing you want to do, picture. LinkedIn is, it's not Facebook, right? We're on Facebook right now. You don't want a picture with your kids, with your honey, with anything else. You want a professional, preferably a headshot type thing, but at least a nice professional pic. Even if you stand up against a white wall, right? I remember one of Brian's first ones we took was in our old house up against a white or gray wall, and he looks professional on the top, pajamas on the bottom, and took the picture, right? So clean that up. I'll be honest, if someone doesn't have a picture, I just scroll down. For me, for recruiting.
Me too. Even for me. I feel like it might be a fake profile, or they're not serious about LinkedIn, so there's not a value.
Right, absolutely. I don't message people even if they've gotten some stuff filled out. If they don't have a picture, I really just keep going. So your picture, don't think that it doesn't matter. It does matter. It's number one thing. This, I just recently updated. For the longest time, I had my recruiting tagline back there, but I'm trying to incorporate kind of both into this now. So you can change this, and literally you go, there are tutorials in everything on LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn also does a really good job with their training. So I'm not necessarily going to train you on all of these things today, but I'm going to point you to what you need to do, and if you need more training, you can get it on LinkedIn.
Right.
So you click here though, and you can change your picture. You can change this. It will tell you, what's the. I'm also noticing to click on a lot of things and just not find my way. So, but it will tell you what size pic. You can make this pic. I made in Canva, which is another free tool. I know Linda's a big fan of Canva too.
Yes.
But even if you're not a business owner, you're a professional getting back out there, do something simple back here, right? Like the key is simple, business, professional. That's the difference in LinkedIn. So update your photo, your business professional, headline, style, your background, and then that's my number one. Number two is you want to customize your headline. So all of this right here is what you see when you're looking for people, right? Like this is what stands out. But if you do not use your little tool right here, this pencil, and edit it, LinkedIn is going to automatically put in what you put as your first is your employment. So whatever your first title is, like in your job history, if you do that first, it's going to automatically put that as your title. Well, my name here, managing recruiting partner, maybe some people can still find me, but what if I caught this one and just had owner? Like that's not really giving people value or understanding. So you want to think of this as your billboard, right? I mean,
right.
Sometimes I won't even click on people's profiles. Let's say if I'm looking for a workers' compensation paralegal. Like, I really want that to be in here. And sometimes if it just says paralegal, but it's pulled up in my search, I may still scroll down in there, but you want to catch your attention. Think of it like your mini resume, right? So for a business person, you want to have keywords of, maybe you're you want a gym, okay? So you're a gym owner, health and wellness, guru or whatever you call yourself, or CEO, gym owner, healthy lifestyle. Like you want your buzzwords. LinkedIn is about buzzwords and it's about keywords too. So you want to narrow down what are the things that you want people searching for. I want people that are attorneys and paralegals looking for a top recruiter to find me. That's my number one reason for being on LinkedIn, right?
Right.
So that is the first thing I have up here. I want my attorneys and paralegals to not have to look far to find me. So what are they going to do? They're going to see my email address right here. This email address has been sitting in this top line since 2007.
Wow.
So I have, and I can't even tell you how many people will not message me on, because when you have the free account on LinkedIn, you only get so many messages you can send.
Right.
Level connection. So if I'm not connected with these people, I want them to find me. So people all the time will email me, hey, I saw your thing on LinkedIn, here's my resume. Like that, maybe you're more of a phone person, then put your phone number there. However you want these people to contact you without having to scroll all the way down and find where's Amy's contact information, you want it easy, right? Simple, easy. Put your contact information.
What if you have concerns? I mean, some small business owners may not want to put their email out there or their cell phone out for everybody. Although whatever email you put on your website, you would use that, right?
Right. So, hello at all things lovely shop, I could have put there if I didn't want the personal. Or whatever if you're a business, info at coxcompany.com. Whatever your contact is that you already have on your website, it needs to be there. I highly, highly suggest that.
Right.
So people that have a legal career, I want them to find me. Other entrepreneurs, I want them to find me. People that are in the CBD oil industry, or even I want them to know that I have a product that makes them feel better too. So
right.
That's a newer thing that I put in there. And inspiring lovely CEOs and newer thing. Before I had more, I think I just had more legal words in there too. So the other thing is, you see these fun stars here. This is new. I literally just added this this week. But since 2007, I have literally had the little the asterisk, right?
Yes.
Because I learned from a trainer years ago that you want it to pop. Most people, the majority, if you're going through the profiles on LinkedIn, they don't have little things in there. So if you've got some little things, my little eyes are going to be attracted to it, right? So I replaced all my little DOS stars with some fancy stars now. I mean, this is not an emoji platform, so you don't want to get all crazy with your fun emojis, but a little gold star, I felt like that.
Still professional, yeah. Okay.
So that's a little thing there. So customize your headline, LinkedIn's default setting, goes to your current job, add bullets, add stars, add your email, something catchy, keywords. The next thing, I want to make sure I didn't skip it. I believe, yeah. Okay. So the next thing is you want to complete your summary, the about section. This is probably pretty old. I've gone and added a little bit more things that I was like, well, as I'm teaching this, I need to update mine a little bit more. So your about section is your time to shine, right? This is your summary. If you are not tooting your own horn, no one else is.
Right.
So if you're a small business owner, you need to put in here everything you want someone to know about your business, what your accolades, why are you a good person to reach out to, what have you been successful with. If you are a paralegal or an attorney or a nurse or your customer service person, getting back into the working world, whatever your profession is, this is where you shine. I have 8 years of customer service experience. I've been helping companies save money through retention on blah, 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 blah. Like, these are where you want to put things. Again, think buzzwords, think keywords. I go crazy. I mean, again, this has been for so long. I might have updated this in 2011 when I went on my own. I think I did. That legitimately was probably the last time. So here, guess what? I place people in the legal field. This is a chance for me to add all of the positions that I focus on. So that again, it helps pull that up. I write a summary now. I have over 15 years of recruiting, legal sales experience. I then added my contact information. Again, it didn't ask for it here, but I'm trying to make it easy, right? So I've got my website here. I've got my phone number. I've got my email address. I go into more specialties. Then I added my other business. I don't even have CBD on here anymore. But so your summary is your chance to tell your own story. Don't just use it as a place to list your skills or the job titles you have. A lot of times I'll see people, I've worked as a blah, blah, blah. Like, get wordy. Try to bring to life why these skills matter and the difference they can make to the people you work with. Don't be afraid to invest in time, try key drafts, run your summary past people you know. This is your most personal piece of content marketing on this platform. Okay? So that's what I want you to realize. And it's worth the effort to use the keywords that you want your profile to pull up with when someone searches for you. Showcase your successes, what's going to catch someone's eye, past experience, education, roles, anything possible of why someone wants to connect with you.
I think there's two things that I have to comment about this section. One is a lot of people, they just put their dry bio in here, and it's so boring. And that's, I think, a huge mistake. But the other thing is that when, especially on mobile view, when they look up your profile, they only get like a sentence or two. And so you have to hook them. You've got to really put your value proposition, the problem that you solve or why people should connect with you has to be in that first sentence and a half, 2 sentences is key, or else they're just going to say forget it and scroll on by. They're not going to click more to read the rest of this section.
Yeah, totally agree. Absolutely. And same thing, when I'm recruiting, attorneys or paralegals, it's not that I'm looking for, no one's looking for a perfect profile, but we live in a world of fast. Everything, you're going fast, and you're not the only person that's pulling up. When I do a search, it pulls up hundreds of people. So I literally am going down, and it's like, if it doesn't catch me, same thing, like I'm not stopping. And so the person that puts in the catch your things is going to get stopped first.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's and I probably need to update mine for mobile view because we didn't really have that back when I started. Again, I do remember I updated this in 2011, but I definitely need to do more. And obviously the YouTube added some, but.
So we're coming up on, it's 1:55, so
okay.
What is your most important tips in these last 5 minutes?
Yeah, honestly, what we just said was probably the longest part. The other things that I have on here, obviously you want to fill out your experience, like all of it, guys, because every single job and thing, it's not, you can connect with these people. LinkedIn is going to show you the recommendations for connections based on what you've done and where you've been. So fill this out. Some things that are older in the past, you may not have as much detail, but it still would be beneficial to put in companies that you worked with because that is just going to open your network up more.
Right.
So include all of your past experience, include all of your volunteer work, any organizations you're a part of. Again, this is going to expand your network with your connections on LinkedIn as far as what they're sharing with you. Groups is the other thing. Take advantage of the groups. I forget the number now of like how many you get for free, but especially as a business owner, you want to max that out. At one point it was 20 groups or 30 groups, I don't even know what it is, but you want to be in all the groups. You want to be in all the groups of either the people that you want to find you, your ideal client, your ideal person that you are looking for and seeking for. That's what the groups are you want to get in. I am a lot of paralegal and attorney groups and job searching groups, and now I've got some health and fitness groups. But also segue those connections you can email even if you're not connected with because you share a group.
Right.
So utilizing, that's a whole separate training, but utilize the group feature. Get in these groups and make sure they're important part. And if you're looking for a job, you want to be in groups. You want to be in job board groups. You want to be in your industry groups. You can network with people in your industry. Customize your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn will also give you your profile that is like LinkedIn.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 700. You want to put this on your resume now. I tell people LinkedIn profile. I love to go look at LinkedIn profile. So I customize mine to just literally be LinkedIn.com Amy Culver. You can change that yourself. It's in when you're setting up your profile, your settings, and your privacy. And so that's something to pay attention to because you have the option, but it doesn't automatically do that. Get recommendations and endorsements. I need to do a better job at updating those. But, friends that you're connected with LinkedIn, former bosses, former business owners, colleagues, people you've collaborated with, worked with, get these recommendations, get these endorsements on your page where people will look at that. It's more helpful. Add some media and video to your profile. If you scroll down, it's just going to help the like, trust, know factor, which does still come into account on LinkedIn. But here are, I've got some videos on here. I don't know where they are now. I can't see things. Here we go. There's an old one. Oh, I didn't want to do that though. But it's helpful. So utilize the video feature. Oh goodness. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So media, video, marketing, blog, publication. I was telling my team this yesterday. I never create content with the thought of only doing it for one thing. So as I've interviewed business owners, I'm now uploading that video into LinkedIn because it's a business content. If you create blogs, if you create marketing publications, I've got on here how to find, how to perfect your resume or how to look for different careers. I have some publications in there. That is very helpful as a business owner for sure. And as a professional, if there's something that you can showcase, you can do that too. The last one is grow your network. So now you've got your profile in here, you can sync your contacts that you already have with LinkedIn. And I highly recommend doing that because what it's going to do is it's going to go find them on LinkedIn. You can connect with them, but then it opens up their connections and it opens up other networks. So it's a way to expand your network, especially when you're new and working and building in it. Don't be afraid. It's not asking them, it's not letting them know that you're wanting to sync. There's nothing weird going on. It's just basically saying, you've got all these contacts, do you want me to find them on LinkedIn and connect you to? And you should do that.
Okay.
Those are my tips and tricks.
Awesome. I'm going to put us back on camera now. Thank you so much. I have one last question. I kind of like you. I've been on LinkedIn for a very, very long time. And a long time ago, I made a selection in privacy to keep my connections private. And I just had somebody ask me about this because she's like, I would like to ask you to connect me with people, but I can't see your connections. I don't know who you know to say, can you introduce me? And I thought, that's a good point. My thinking at the time was, I don't want people to say, oh, you're connected to Amy, and then go directly to Amy and say, hey, Amy, we both know Melinda, and she's a good friend of mine, and and let's have coffee. Without me knowing that. I want to be the person that they have to come to me and say, I need this connection, and then I can say to you, this is who this is, and make that introduction. But I'm not sure that that's really the best strategy in this moment.
I do think that's interesting, and I tend to agree. I have my connections as well. And I don't keep anything hidden, as you know, so I'm pretty open book. But I agree with what you're saying, and I think, truthfully, my first gut response is anyone that would say that just wants to look at your connections. And that's cool, but I'm with you. It's still going to show common connections. So actually, her argument is not really, if she wants to connect to me, and she puts an Amy over, she's going to see that you and I, that we have a similar connection. So she could still go back to you and say, hey, Melinda, I've got this connection, I believe.
Right.
Right? So
what's hidden is she can't click a link and see all of a list of my connections, right?
Nor should she be able to.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, right? I don't think, not that she was trying to do something sketchy, but
No.
I just don't think there's a purpose in, I get where she's coming from, but I also don't agree because of what you said. I do think, there is not that we're not trying to share, collaborate, and do all of those things, but it's about helping each other and keeping those connections. I just don't think there's any reason why you should or not, truthfully.
There's not a huge downside to it, is what you're
No,
saying.
I don't think so. I think it's whatever you're comfortable with, but I think you and I are on the same page with, I would rather than still you and I discuss how we can help each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Cool. So I want to go back to something that you were mentioning of how to leverage groups.
Yes.
And that's a great segue into next Wednesday, part 2.
Yes.
We are going to talk about, okay, now I have connections and I have my profile spruced up. What's next? How do I actually use LinkedIn to grow my business, to grow my networks, to lead to profitability?
Yes.
So thank you for today.
Uh-huh.
And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 1:30.
Yes, and everyone has a homework. Get your profile together so that you're ready to put some things in action next week and grow your network. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Amy.
Bye. See you next Wednesday.
Bye.